Hi everyone, this is a continuation video of consumer functional interface, where earlier we have talked about consumer, by consumer, int consumer, and in this video we're gonna discuss about long consumer interface, functional interface. So basically a long consumer functional interface is something where it accepts as a long type input and perform some operation and does not return anything. So if you see the difference between a consumer and int consumer and long consumer, there is no generic implementation because this is strictly binded to the particular data type and it accept as a particular data type only. So just to demonstrate this this concept, I have just done some piece of coding and which gonna explain us how this work. So I have just kept a long consumer method which takes a long type input and long consumer implement instance, and on the instance of that it's gonna call accept method which accept a long input value. Just to use that thing, what we have done, we have in the traditional way we have just provided implementation to the long consumer interface, and we are passing a long value with the instance of the long consumer interface. Then in the next approach we have just optimized with the help of anonymous anonymous classes. So it's a runtime instance of the class, and we have override the accept method and does not return anything, and we have done our functionality here operation basically. In the third approach, which is after the JDK8, where we have a feature of using lambda expression. So what we have done, we have just copy pasted this exact piece of code and we are passing this piece of code as a argument to the method with the help of lambda expression. We have just copied it and marked it with the lambda expression, and that become our third approach. We further optimize it little bit, and we have just removed this data type, we have removed this braces, we have removed this semicolon, and that become our fourth approach. We move one step ahead and we have removed these braces also, and that become our fifth approach. Because this is a single input, so we can remove this bracket also, that become optional for us. But if the functional interface method, abstract method, takes a two input values, we cannot remove these braces, otherwise compiler start complaining for us. And in the sixth approach, I have just passed a SOP method as an argument. So if I just execute this piece of code, there is no difference other than sixth approach, because we are just directly printing the method value of the long in the sixth approach. But in the other 1 2 3 4 fifth approach, we are just detecting a short max value from the long max value, and whatever the remainder is, we are just printing on that. So that's how, if you can see, there is no difference in the output. And I'll come up with the double consumer functional interface till in the coming video. Till then, take care, bye.